You are now watching the official YouTube channel for the largest basketball manager game in the world. Join at BuzzerBeater.com if you think you can beat the buzzer.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Bubbles BuzzerBeater, the official BuzzerBeater YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about probably the biggest change in BuzzerBeater history, or if not, at least the biggest change within the last decade, and that's going to be the ownership change of BuzzerBeater itself. And it's really exciting, a little bit nervous, but today we're just going to cover what exactly Spicy Sparks is, who BB-Marco is, and what we can expect from BuzzerBeater moving forward now that there's been an ownership change. So starting with just what is Spicy Sparks and who is BB-Marco. BB-Marco is a current BuzzerBeater manager who started his current account in Season 60, so that was back in February of 2023. And he's had his account from Season 60 through Season 65, obviously. And then he did mention that he also played BuzzerBeater a long time ago, around 2008, 2009, when it was, super fresh and first starting up. So he has an idea of what the game looked like originally, what it looks like now, and the minor changes and major changes that have happened over the course of BuzzerBeater's history. He's also a Italian manager, as you can see. So any Italians, you have your own BuzzerBeater developer on the crew now too. So that's kind of exciting. As for Spicy Sparks is probably most known for their eSound app, which is a MP3 music player app. And then they do also have various other iPad and iPhone games. So you can see just a little showcase of the games that they have set up and developed, and then the music player app eSound. Additionally, they are a growing company that you can see has over 55 million users in 2024. And then on their website, I was looking through it, just kind of seeing their about page, their technologies, their different products, and just showing the growth that they've had that I think can be really valuable for BuzzerBeater in terms of not just developing and upgrading the game, but also bringing new users to the game of BuzzerBeater. So going over what we know so far, I know that for those of you that don't know, there is a forum or a post up in the forums talking about the ownership change that Alonso posted on there. So he gives a good description of, just saying Spicy Sparks is an Italian company. This will be the beginning of a new era in BuzzerBeater. And then you can see it says promising significant upgrades while preserving the core values that our community holds dear. So that balance of adding new things and upgrading certain aspects of BuzzerBeater, but also keeping it true to itself. You can see the background on Spicy Sparks and BB-Marco as well in this post. And then also wanted to mention that the current team of BuzzerBeater developers, so BB Marin and BB Justin, are going to still be involved in giving feedback to them. But the new ownership group is dedicated to enhancing the gameplay experience without compromising the elements that have made BuzzerBeater so beloved. And then additionally, they just want to make the game more visually appealing and intuitive for both new and longtime managers, and will focus on modernizing the user interface, ensuring smoother navigation, and once again want to keep the heart of the game unchanged. So they did also create a official BuzzerBeater Discord. So I know that the unofficial official or the previous official Discord was the USA Discord that was made open to essentially everyone on BuzzerBeater. That USA Discord will still be up, so if you're in that, you're welcome to stick around. But the new official Discord that BB-Marco will be monitoring, and the developers and GMs will probably be more active on, is going to be that new Discord that's labeled as the BuzzerBeater official one, and I will put a link to that in the description if you wanted to join that, which I totally encourage you to do so. It's also a great place to ask BB Marco any questions that you might have, or you can also ask in that thread in the BB forums on the website too. So I also just wanted to go through just kind of a breakdown of everything that BB Marco said during this opening day of BB ownership change. So I just wanted to start off with like 4 or 5 comments that he made, and then also go through some questions that different managers had for BB Marco and his responses to those today. So first thing he mentioned is just going over how, he wants to figure out a way to increase the game pace and at the same time reward old users, which is obviously a balance. And then something that I wanted to emphasize, because I see a lot of managers asking about it or being worried about this, is it's been made very, very clear that they want to recoup the investment that they spent on purchasing BuzzerBeater, but at the same time not transform the game to a pay-to-win model. So it is not going to become pay-to-win. I'm hoping it never does that. It doesn't sound like it's going to do that, but BuzzerBeater will continue to be free to play for everyone if they want to, and anything that you can purchase on the website or through BuzzerBeater will not give you an edge or an upper hand over other managers. It is strictly going to be level playing field, not pay to win. So that's something that I wanted to make very clear, and that BB Marco also reiterated there. He also wanted to just mention, it's difficult to make everyone happy, but they will try to balance everything and award long-term users, so to not worry. And then also indicating that at the same time, if we want to appeal and attract more people and make the game bigger and more fun, some changes are definitely needed, which I do agree with. And now to get to some of the questions that came up. You'll see this first question: are we finally getting rid of the ASPX on every page URL? And BB Marco said, yes, we are converting the whole code of BuzzerBeater. This will take a while though. We have this question: can I ask what language you're converting to? Tech Recruiter curious. And then you'll see the C#. I am not much of a coder or tech person, but C# is something that I've at least heard of, so hopefully that's a good one. You can see Paolo here asked, will we eventually get more news and or a roadmap with your team's plans for BuzzerBeater? What about BB Justin and the other BB team members that have been an integral part of keeping BB alive in the last couple of years? And Marco said, we cannot share a roadmap now because we do not want to have some deadlines until we are sure. Currently, we are working on converting the game code base and modernize it in order to make it more maintainable, modern, and extendable. This will involve also the UI and make some mechanics faster, but more news will come as soon as we have them. And then he also said, regarding Justin and the rest of the old team, they are welcome to stay, since for us, having the knowledge of old veterans of BuzzerBeater is very important in order to shape it in the best way possible, which I'm really ecstatic to hear, because I think BuzzerBeater needs BB Justin especially, and then also BB Marin, to just give feedback on, what's worked well in the past, what have been some issues, what are the concerns or possible consequences of any changes that could happen. So I think it's good that they will stay on board. And then you'll hear, I understand it's too early to share roadmap. You still need to get going first. What are your thoughts on the current supporter system, and maybe plans as well if any of it is shareable? And BB Marco said the supporter system is good, but it can be expanded with more features for sure. Our plans are not to make the game pay to win or change the hertz, so we are yet to decide all the types of improvements we can do. So once again, not going to make the game pay to win. Want to emphasize that again, but excited to see that there might be some new supporter features coming in at some point as well. Another question, I'm from China. We are wondering if the app will have all the functions. And BB Marco said no limitations worldwide, so the app will be accessible and fully functional for essentially everyone, which is good. And then this one, will you use the same Boston servers or the one they migrated to a few seasons ago, or are you going to move it closer to Italy? And if that's the case, could we expect some weekly schedule changes in the future? BB Marco said we will migrate to another cloud probably, and if necessary, have servers in multiple regions. And then also stated the goal is to make everything more scalable and faster. So that should be good as well, because I know sometimes the site can be a little bit slower. So that would be good to see it just be faster in general. This one you can see it says, I see that you started a new team in February of last year. Have you been playing consistently, and how do you feel about the state of the game currently versus how you remember it? And BB Marco said that the game hasn't changed a lot in the years, some improvements, but the problem is that the feeling is of a 2008 game, and this needs to be changed. So just talking about how like the look of the site and the game as a whole hasn't changed all that much since it was created, and definitely needs some upgrades. And then starting the kind of suggestions or pushing BB Marco for like bigger changes on the game engine or strategy stuff itself. The question of asking about if there's any chance to train teams, not only three same guys. So essentially like asking if there's a suggestion or if he's thought about the ability to train 3 different skills for players each week, or doing a whole new training system. And BB Marco just said, we are thinking about multiple trainings per week, but have yet to decide, and we'll ask the community opinion as well. And then you'll see the various reactions of people loving it, other people hating it. So that's going to be something that's more prevalent, I think, is suggestions and updates in the next months or year, essentially, for BuzzerBeater. And then if you do have any suggestions, there is also a channel designated specifically for suggestions in the official BuzzerBeater Discord. Or you can mention those suggestions or any questions you might have on the BuzzerBeater forums for BB Marco and the other BBs to see if you have anything that you want to suggest or anything that you'd like to ask BB Marco. And then once again, this is going to be on the BuzzerBeater homepage right here, where it says read more about it on this thread. If you just click on that text link, that will send you directly to the thread on the website. So if you're not on the Discord, not the end of the world, not something you necessarily have to be on, I would recommend you to join just because it's a great community to be a part of, and I think you can get some really good information on there, and BB Marco definitely seems like he's pretty active on there so far. But if you just want to stick with the BuzzerBeater website, then you can find that thread on there and ask any questions that you have. BB Marco will also be looking on that, to my understanding as well. So that's going to do it for this video. I will definitely keep you guys updated on this new ownership group and any updates that are coming out. I think it's helpful to kind of like combine everything into a quick video, because it's sometimes tougher to like scroll through all the messages on Discord. So I thought this would be helpful for those of you that either aren't on Discord or just wanted to kind of get a breakdown of what's going on with Spicy Sparks, what's going on with the new ownership group, and some of the intriguing or interesting answers that BB Marco had. So we're going to call it for this video. I will be back very, very soon. And as always, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Bye.